Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to take you through something a little bit different over and above everything that happens on farm life. Today you are in my outside kitchen. This is where I get most of my cooking done. I tend to move my kitchen around because we're still busy constructing on the farm. I'll still take you around everything that we're breaking down and rebuilding up as we go through the process. But today I want to give a gift of some fresh baked bread to friends, and I'm going to take you through how fantastic a loaf of bread you can bake using your coal stove. And while you cook on coal with a coal stove, I tend to use wood. My husband and I, we find it to be safer and a lot more not as toxic inducing as hard coal. So we prefer to use all of the dead harvested wood on our farm, as you saw in a previous video. And yeah, as you can see, when I'm busy cooking, I've got my fire extinguisher ready at the go, just in case. You never know, because I do live in a wooden cabin, and with fire and wood, you know, they are not the best of friends. So let me take you through some of the ingredients that I've got ready. I've got my strong white flour in my bowl ready to go. I've got about 6 cups in here. I'm going to be baking 2 loaves. And then I've got my yeast all bloomed and ready over here. And I am going to get the mix up done, but then my husband's going to be doing the kneading for me because I do not have baker's knuckles. And yeah, if you don't have a good strong stand mixer, you need a good strong boer to knig for you. So my husband does the kneading for me. Let's take you through that, get the bread kneaded, and then we can proof it, and I'll take you through how it bakes in my oven. Stay along for the ride. Okie dokie, so we're back. My husband's just whisking up some air into the flour, and then he's going to add in 3 cups of my bloomed liquid so that we can get my bread kneaded and ready for the oven. And your standard baking with bread is just like for every cup of flour you go half water. So I've got 6 cups of flour in that bowl, and I'm going to add in the 3 cups of water, which is bloomed. It's instant yeast, and with instant yeast I find it's better to just bloom it first, because just sprinkling it into the dough, you never know if the yeast is actually going to be live or not. Never know how long it sits on the shelves. I am also in the process of making my own yeast. That's busy blooming at the moment in my other house. And the reason I'm doing this as an experiment to start making my own yeast is because packet yeast is just so expensive these days. Okie doke, so let us just get that mixed up, and then the kneading can begin. Okay, let's start kneading and bringing that dough together. And all it's going to need is about a good 10 minutes of hard kneading, and your dough is ready for proofing. And that's how easy bread is. Bread was one of the first things that I started making, especially 2 years ago when the first lockdown happened. It was just a whole lot easier than where we're at right now, spending 20 rand a loaf of bread. So just some flour and water, yeast, and Bob's your uncle. You've got bread that's better than anything that comes out of a shop or a packet, I can guarantee you. So let's get our knead on, and then we'll get that bowl ready for proofing. Okay, so as you can see, the dough is coming together beautifully. And thank God, one of my husband's first jobs as a teenager was working in a bakery. So I love those strong hands kneading my dough, because I swear you need to have the strength of an Italian mama, or Burak knuckles, baby. Just to do that, because I let my husband know I do not have the knuckles for that. I swear it would give me arthritis if I had to do this every day. But teamwork makes the dream work. My husband and I do it together, so it just works like a bomb. So that dough is coming together beautifully. We're almost ready to get it ready for resting. Another couple of minutes and then I'm ready to proof. Okie doke, so our dough is nicely done. It's nice and soft, as you can see, and I am going to cover it up now and get it ready for proofing. I'm going to proof it in my oven because the oven is actually nice and warming up at the moment. And then once the proof is done, that's where halfway done, I will get my husband to fill in hot coals in there, and then Bob's your uncle. We just wait for temperature and then we bake. Let me get it ready for proofing and then we can get it into the oven to sit in that nice warm little cozy spot for the next hour. Okay, my dough is ready, covered and nicely sealed. We are going to get her into that lovely warm oven round about now, and she can just sit and proof in there for the next half an hour to 45 minutes before I form the loaves into their tins, and then it's almost ready. So we'll see you in a bit when the dough is proofed. I can't wait for today's bread. Okie dokie, so we have raised and proofed the dough for first proof. So we've just divided it up now into two sections, and they're going now into the two loaf pans for their second final proof before we actually pop it into the oven. You do not want to know how our weather is turned over here. It is like gone completely dark and overcast, and we are looking like we're going to get some rain. So let me get this ready for second proof and then we are good to go and put it in the oven. Okie doke, so I've got my two loaves over here and I've got them fairly well covered. And yeah, just because the wind is starting to pick up, and with the wind picking up, it does have an effect on the coal stove, especially if it's standing in direct wind. But we should be fine because I can see my oven has already started heading up to the 100-degree mark. So we are going to be good to go in about 30 minutes and then my bread can bake. I am so looking forward to this bake today. I haven't done it in a couple of weeks, so looking forward to today. Okie dokie, we are ready to fire up the oven right now, and my bread has been in its last proof in its and there we go. So let us just get some coals transferred from the actual main part of the stove, and that goes now into this little area in the oven. And yeah, Bob's your uncle. We're gonna have a 300-degree oven, which will then eventually, I wait for it to cool down before I actually pop my loaves in. So that's my husband doing the manly thing. Okay, dokes. There we go. So we're just going to fill the oven. Once it's ready and full, we'll show you how that oven heats up. Okie doke, so my coals are in. The plate goes in at the bottom, and now our oven gets to temperature, and once it's at temperature, I'm ready to bake my 2 loaves of bread. Happy days. Okie dokes, we are ready to put my bread into the oven now. The oven is flaming hot, and in they go, and we'll see that in about half an hour, 40 minutes, and my bread should be done. Yummy. Everybody, the bread has come out. I was busy making lunch and getting everything else sorted here on the farm. Bread has come out. It's baked beautiful and brown and rich, and I'm very happy to say that I am going to be able to give some beautiful loaves of bread to some friends. And that is my bake out of my coal stove, and I'm pretty happy to say that the bread came out Fantastic. Fantastic. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you shortly. Bye. Okay, after cutting the bread, I just had to come back and show you how beautiful and crumbly it came out. It is absolutely delicious. I am extremely, extremely impressed with the way my bread came out, and absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. Farm baked bread. Mm, that's good. Bye, everybody.